I think right now, if the UFC had their way, if they can snap their fingers and make the biggest fight in their mind happen, and the fight that they've been working on happen, and have their say as to what is the main event for UFC 300, I think that they would make Leon Edwards versus Khamzat Chimaev.
When asked by a fan whether he is headlining UFC 300, Khamzat said, "Not fighting in Ramadan." The Islamic holy month of Ramadan starts on March 10th and it ends on April 9th, while UFC 300 takes place on April 13th.
This is the name of the sport, you know. You talk about somebody that's better known than you on the sport, and then you start becoming more known.
Right.
You know, that's what he's doing. Like, let's be honest about this right now, because this is not a secret. You know, so he will talk about whomever. He's mentioning Canelo, he's mentioning McGregor. Why do you think he's doing that? Because it's marketing. Mm-hmm. He will never get to face somebody like McGregor. He will never get to face somebody like Canelo. You know, of course not.
Compared to, like, obviously yourself, but Ortega, Arnold, like Josh, I know he had that. You don't rate him in that category in the top 5? No.
Oh, and you'll see you'll see that stuff. I won't have to do nothing. I don't have to say nothing. I don't know how to say. Like, his career will be over after this fight against Volkanovski.
Wow.
He's been talking so much shit, saying so many things, and people is gonna fucking be laughing at him after this.
Tô vendo o chapéu ali. Engraçado. Let's go!
Paulo Costa fights former champion Robert Whittaker in the co-main event of UFC 298. The entire main card of UFC 298 is stacked from top to bottom. UFC 298 main card action kicks off on Saturday, February 17th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time and 7 p.m. Pacific Time. And you can order UFC 298 pay-per-view on ESPN Plus by clicking the link in the description.
20 seconds.
Wrestling.
Last time here at the hyperbaric before I take off. Let's go, last day of recovery. Only here at Cejudo, baby.
We have a Henry Cejudo's coach here with us, and now he's gonna teach how to beat Henry Cejudo.
Never. You're with me for my last Olympic trials. You've been there for me, but as of right now, I just want to let you know, man, that for this camp, dude, I'm getting rid of specific coaches, man. Much you included, dude.
A few moments later.
We have a new coach. Thank you, Henry. Goodbye. Goodbye, Henry. He's my coach now. My coach. Coach, I love my coach. Oh, my.
You got any plans to tone down your kind of persona leading into this one? Because as you say, you've got a lot of people to prove wrong. Are you using this as motivation? Because let's be honest, online there's been every man and the dog coming for you. They're all talking a lot of smack. Are you looking at this fight with Jeff Neal, who of course on paper is your toughest fight yet, as a way to go out there, silence Jeff Neal, but also silence the thousands of people that are jumping on the bandwagon, the Sean Strickland fans that are coming after you online?
I don't believe any performance that I can go out there and put on is going to silence people. There'll always be haters. The more success you have, the more haters they are. That's just, unfortunately, the way the online community is right now, and it's ridiculous. But am I going to use that fuel to go out there and put on a performance to maybe rile them up and them off a little more? Then yeah, why not? Why not get under their skin a little bit more about my hand raise? Why not go out there and body Jeff Neal and stand over his body and just look at everyone around the stadium and see people's faces as I go out there, and I just stand there and go, this is what I do. This is what I do best.
Strickland released new DMs from Bryce Hall, which read, "Hey, you fucking coward. Don't post my screenshot and say you're down and not message me back, you fucking worm. You're just another lying piece of shit influencer. There is not 1 ounce of fucking man in you." Strickland fired back, saying, "I'm so sick of these fucks. Didn't know this man existed till the other night. Please, Jesus, give me the strength not to catch a case if I ever see this maggot of a man in person."
Here's the thing with this. So this is at the Apex. So it's a UFC controlled content. You have Forrest Griffin there. You have Jake Shields is there as well. So this is all orchestrated. This is all designed. I don't know. A bit of it makes me feel. Again, this might be my age showing. It seems just kind of scummy. It's just weird to me. I don't know the Sneako kid. I know he's talking about Mikey. That's our boy. It's weird to have a guy who was a former world champion just kind of tee off on him. Even though he asked for it, ignorance is bliss. The kid's an idiot, clearly, if you're going to get beat up by Sean Strickland. It's just something weird about it. It's all orchestrated by the UFC. It's just a weird route they're going, you know? Like, all this had to be, like, Sneako had to get okay from the UFC, from Dana White. They had to call Sean Strickland. Like, this wasn't like it wasn't like he showed up at Sean Strickland's gym in Orange County. The UFC had to okay this. I'm sure he had to sign some, waivers. It just, I don't know. It feels weird to me.
John Jones was doing a meet and greet in Melbourne, Australia, when a fan came up to him for his autograph on a t-shirt which had a crying DC on it.
Australia is absolutely lit. The love is real.
Fanboy. The man was a fanboy. He bought t-shirts of mine. You little fanboy. You little fanboy bitch. He bought t-shirts